His humor reaches right across the globe.
Anyone who's been there will back me up on this. Dubai is obsessed with setting records. With like the tallest building, longest road, everything is... One guy in Dubai was Maz. Come here, Maz, come here, Maz, my friend, Maz. This is the roundest building in the world.
He's an actor, he's a comedian, and he's Iranian and American. Maz Jobrani has always poked fun at stereotypes in politics, but in today's politically charged climate, he's hoping to build bridges with his humor. Here to chat with us is comedian and actor Maz Jobrani. Maz, thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me. I'm the bridge, baby. I'm the bridge.
You are the bridge. All right. Poking fun at politicians through comedy is nothing new. But is there something new about poking fun at politicians today?
Yeah, you know, living in America now, making fun of politicians like Donald Trump, obviously, what's new is that you're making fun of him, but in the back of your mind, you're scared that he may bring about the end of the world. Yeah. He's very scary. I always say he's good for comedy, and he's been bad for the world.
But we've also got, you know, in the past, say, call it 20 years, there's been this expectation of our comedians to provide commentary, to provide us also, in a lot of cases, with the news. Do you feel that your role as a comedian has changed over the past little while?
Yeah, you know, I was on a panel with D.L. Hughley a little while ago, and he was saying that comedy is a great way to give people their medicine, but in orange juice, so they don't taste it. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it's very important to talk about politics and comedy. And Trump, as an Iranian American, like, he's offended me so much. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, when your prime minister was there, it was amazing because I was just to juxtapose the two next to each other was so interesting because Trudeau was there speaking first in English and then in French, and then they would pan over to Trump, and he was just the look on his face, like he didn't even know. He's like, what the hell is this guy saying? But it was just interesting to see that. And so, yeah, I think there's a lot of material that we got to poke fun at.
It's a really interesting time because, you know, we saw it with Seth Meyers, who after the election sort of apologized to viewers for saying, you know, I kind of let Trump get away with stuff. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know the impact of my comedy. Have you ever wondered to yourself, do I need to be more biting? Do I have to pare back? I am wearing a lot of hats as an American, as an Iranian, as a comedian. Where do I prioritize? Well, what is the most important thing to do at this moment?
It's interesting you say that because as an Iranian American, I've been expressing myself just from, again, my political point of view. I'm very left, I'm very liberal, and I've been expressing my point of view. And it's interesting because there are some people that come to my shows that are immigrants who support Trump. There's immigrants, there's Iranians who voted for Trump because they wanted fewer taxes, but they ended up with fewer relatives. And so I go, hey, it's on you, you know?
But let's go back to the previous administration. You were invited in to introduce Michelle Obama, is that right?
Yes. It was like, that was just a year ago, and it feels like it was a decade ago.
Did you feel the sense of importance of history weighing on you when you walked in?
Oh my God, it was amazing. So what it was for a Persian New Year event that they were doing at the White House. Yeah, believe it or not, a year ago at the White House, they welcomed my people. Now they don't even welcome our people into the country. So, you know, it was pretty amazing.
So you get to do it in stand-up, you get to do it in speeches like that. You're also doing a sitcom as well, Superior Donuts.
Yes, Superior Donuts is a CBS sitcom, and I guess it's now out here as well. It's a lot of fun. It's with Judd Hirsch, Katie Sagal.
Hell of a cast.
Oh yeah, James Burrows is directing it, and I play an Iraqi character in there. I play an Iraqi character named Fawz. Even though I'm Iranian American, I play an Iraqi American. And really, the difference is just the accent a little bit.
Is it really? There's a little
just a little bit, because like the way Iranians talk, we talk a lot slower. We talk like this. Ben, how are you? So good to be here with you today. That's Iranian, and Arabs talk very fast. Arab, how are you, Ben? Good to be here today. Very good. So Arabs sound like they're on cocaine, and Iranians are on heroin.
There we go. Oh, I like that. That's a good distinction. I won't use it personally.
Yes.
Don't want to get in trouble.
No, you won't get in trouble. Tell them I allowed you.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah, I've approved. Yeah.
And look, my first job in entertainment was working at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. To me, that is the sort of the epicenter of comedy for so many people, especially during the summer.
For me, you got to say the Mecca.
The Mecca.
That's how I understand. The Mecca of comedy. Yes, my friend. Habibi, yes, I understand. Yes.
And you're going back.
I'm going back. Yeah, this year I'm going back. I'm going to be hosting the ethnic show. So it's me and a bunch of ethnic people. Yeah. No, it's fun. It's a lot. They got diverse backgrounds, and we're talking about our backgrounds. We're talking about other just general topics. It's a great time. and people should come out and check it out.
I was explaining to a lot of the people here that that they were doing those types of shows at Just for Laughs years ago, before there was even a word for political correctness.
Yeah.
There were shows, the nasty show at night. You got the ethnic show. You've got I mean, whether it's about religion or sexuality or whatever it is.
Back then, the titles were different,
they
right?
were absolutely different.
The Greasy Turban Show. Oh yes, I'm on the Greasy Turban Show. Thank you.
So, do you find when you're hosting a show, it's a little bit different than when you're sort of headlining a show?
Absolutely. When I'm hosting, it was actually funny. I was telling the story. I take my kids with me when I go, and my kids are 6 and 8 now. But 2 years ago, they were 4 and 6. I know math. And it was interesting because as a host, I would do the show and I would let them watch, and I'm relatively clean. And then I would then I would go back to watch with my kids, and there'd be some of the comics up there like dropping F-bombs, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" But I would look at my son, little 6-year-old, and he was like, oh, "This is so cool! I get to watch people cuss." So yeah, it's different.
Maz, lastly, what do you tell people who say comedy is no place for politics?
I think that they're stupid and they should keep their opinions to themselves. No, really, listen, we're human beings like anybody else. I'm a political person. I love talking about politics. Some of my favorite comedians were Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Lenny Bruce, all these guys. And so I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do. And if you don't like politics and comedy, then go watch somebody else.
It's just not how they process information. I process politics through comedy all the time.
Dude, I learned so much more watching The Daily Show. Or you watch a Stephen Colbert monologue, you're going to learn so much more about what's going on than watching Sean Spicer give a press conference and lie through his teeth.
Maz Jobrani, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.